What happens when Bluey and her friends turn into giant number blocks? Let's check out their massive new looks in this fun and colorful adventure. Bluey as giant number block. Bingo as giant number block. Bandit as a giant number block. Chilli as a giant number block. Muffin as a giant number block. Brandy as a giant number block. Frisky as a giant number block. Snickers as a giant number block. Honey as a giant number block. Rusty as a giant number block. Let's play a fun Bluey-themed Odd One Out game. Can you figure out the odd Coco? You got it right! The odd Coco is in the second row, second column. Find the odd Indy. Fantastic! The odd Indy is in the last row, sixth column. Where is the odd Mackenzie? Located in this image. Well done! The odd Mackenzie is in the second row, eighth column. Bob as a giant number block. Alfie as a giant number block. Chloe as a giant number block. Chucky as a giant number block. Winnie as a giant number block. Jasper G as a giant number block. Bella as a giant number block. Bentley as a giant number block. Buddy as a giant number block. Busker as a giant number block. Try to find the odd Bluey. Superb! The odd Bluey is in the seventh column. Can you find the odd Snickers in just 7 seconds? Yes, the odd Snickers is in the last row, sixth column. Find the odd Bentley. Great! The odd Bentley is in the last row. Calypso as a giant number block. Cherry as a giant number block. Chubbles as a giant number block. Coco as a giant number block. Cornelius as a giant number block. Daisy as a giant number block. Digger as a giant number block. Dookie Doogie as a giant number block. Dusty. Dusty as a giant number block. Frank. Frank as a giant number block. Now try to find the odd honey. Amazing! The odd honey is in the second row, last column. Find the odd Chloe. Awesome! The odd Chloe is in the last row, fourth column. Gruber. Gruber as a giant number block. Holly. Holly as a giant number block. Hercules. Hercules as a giant number block. Indy. Indy as a giant number block. Jack Russell. Jack Russell as a giant number block. Janelle. Janelle as a giant number block. Jasper W. Jasper W as a giant number block. Juniper. Juniper as a giant number block. Judo. Judo as a giant number block. Lilo. Lilo as a giant number block. Where is the odd? Winton located. Yes, the odd Winton is in the second row, fifth column. Find the odd Jean-Luc. Well done, the odd Jean-Luc is in the last row, second column. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and unique transformation videos.